Welcome to Wonderwave. Today we're delving into the fascinating history of one of the most iconic warrior classes in history, the samurai. From their mysterious origins to their evolution as both warriors and cultural icons, the samurai have left an indelible mark on Japan and the world. Join us as we explore the origins, rise and transformation of these legendary warriors. The story of the samurai begins in ancient Japan, long before the warriors donned their iconic armor. The roots of the samurai can be traced back to the early Heian period, around the 8th century. During this time, Japan was a land of powerful clans, with the imperial court in Kyoto struggling to maintain control over the distant provinces. To manage the unruly regions, the court began to rely on local landowners who in turn needed protection. This led to the emergence of a warrior class known as bushi. These early warriors were the precursors to the samurai, serving as protectors of their lord's lands and interests. But it wasn't just military prowess that defined these early warriors. They were also bound by a code of honor and duty, known as bushidō, or the way of the warrior. This code emphasized loyalty, self-discipline, and respect for one's opponents, principles that would come to define the samurai for centuries to come. As the Heian period gave way to the Kamakura period in the late 12th century, the samurai began to rise to prominence. This era was marked by the establishment of the Kamakura shogunate, Japan's first military government. The shogun, a powerful military leader, ruled in the name of the emperor, but real power rested with the samurai. During this time, the samurai became the dominant force in Japanese politics and society. They were no longer just protectors of the land, they were the rulers. The samurai class grew in influence, and their culture became deeply ingrained in the fabric of Japanese society. The samurai were known for their distinctive armor and weaponry, particularly the katana, a curved sword that became synonymous with their identity. But their influence extended beyond the battlefield. The samurai were also patrons of the arts, supporting the development of literature, poetry, and tea ceremonies. They were scholars as well as warriors, embodying the ideal of the warrior poet. The 15th and 16th centuries marked the golden age of the samurai. This was the Sengoku period, a time of nearly constant warfare as powerful warlords, known as daimyo, vied for control of Japan. The samurai were at the center of this tumultuous period, serving as the elite soldiers in the armies of the daimyo. It was during this time that many of the famous samurai figures such as Oda Nobunaga, Toyotomi Hideyoshi, and Tokugawa Ieyasu emerged. These leaders were not only skilled warriors, but also brilliant strategists and statesmen who played pivotal roles in shaping the future of Japan. The Sengoku period ended with the unification of Japan under the Tokugawa shogunate in the early 17th century. This marked the beginning of the Edo period, a time of peace and stability. With the absence of war, the samurai's role began to shift. No longer needed as warriors, they became bureaucrats, administrators, and scholars. The Bushido code evolved to emphasize loyalty to one's lord and duty to society rather than martial prowess. The Edo period was a time of relative peace, but it also marked the beginning of the decline of the samurai. As Japan became more centralized and the need for warriors diminished, the samurai found themselves in a precarious position. Many struggled to adapt to their new roles in a society that no longer required their martial skills. The arrival of Commodore Matthew Perry and the forced opening of Japan to the West in the mid-19th century further destabilized the samurai class. The rapid modernization and westernization of Japan during the Meiji Restoration led to the eventual abolition of the samurai class in 1876. Samurai were forbidden to carry swords, and the privileges they once enjoyed were stripped away. However, the legacy of the samurai lived on. The ideals of Bushido continued to influence Japanese culture, and the image of the samurai as noble and honorable warriors became romanticized in literature, art, and later cinema. Even though the samurai as a class no longer exists, their influence remains strong in modern Japan and beyond. The samurai have become global icons, representing honor, discipline, and the warrior spirit. Their stories have been told and retold in countless books, movies, and video games, captivating audiences around the world. The samurai's legacy is also evident in modern martial arts such as kendo and iaido, which trace their roots back to the training and techniques of the samurai. The concept of bushidō continues to inspire people, emphasizing the importance of duty, honor, and loyalty in both personal and professional life. In many ways, the samurai have transcended their historical origins to become symbols of timeless values and ideals. Their journey from humble warriors to cultural icons is a testament to their enduring appeal and significance. The story of the samurai is a rich and complex one, filled with tales of bravery, honor, and transformation. From their beginnings as protectors of the land to their rise as the ruling class of Japan, the samurai have left an indelible mark on history. Even today, their legacy continues to inspire and captivate us. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the origins and evolution of the samurai. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Wonderwave for more fascinating explorations of history and culture. Until next time, stay curious.